to some of you, it's I think it's 1 o'clock in the morning back home. But I'm tuning you into where I am now. This is my morning run. I'm at the apex of it, getting ready to start my descent, going back down. But I want to share with you today that time is merely a construct. It is basically a tool of measurement. Because on some of these lives, I will tell you that yes, at home is 1 a.m. And then where I am right now, it's 7 in the morning. So what 1 a.m. to you is 7 to somebody else. And so you can see that there's different activities. There are people running and videoing and doing different things. And all of these things are happening. For you, they're happening at 1 a.m. For them, it's happening at 7. So what's the difference here? What's the whole thing with the clock? What's the whole thing with the clock? The clock is just a measurement. That's it. That's all it is. And I know we make all of these excuses about what we don't have, and I'm going to be clear and to the point with that we make the excuse, we don't have time, or I'm going to make time. But let's just, and until you start being accountable for it, you can't make change. No, say it like it really is. You haven't given it priority enough to make time. Because time is only a measurement. And so if you're looking at where you are or where things are or the way systems and things are set up or how things are operating for you, consider the amount of time that you actually give to a thing. And a lot of times when I'm watching people always talk about every year they want to get in shape. I want to get in shape, I want to do, but you're not giving it, you're giving it the same amount of time that you gave it last year. Maybe you gave it a month. So let's say if you gave it a solid month going at it, you gave it 1/12. But now if you break that day down and say, well, you know what? You only worked out 2 days and you only did that for 15 minutes and you only did that for a month. Now, if you actually fractionalize that, you'll see you didn't really give it any time at all. But yet you want results that are not related to the time that you put in. But in reality, in reality, your results will be not equal to, they will be less than what you put in, but you gotta put in that time. But it's like a compound interest. Over time, it builds up. And so I'll tell you, I could not run a half a mile. I could not run 2 miles. I could not run 4 miles. I could not run any of that in the beginning. Until a friend of mine shared some clear insights. Said, don't worry about how far you can run. Do me this favor. Every time you run, don't stop at the same point. I don't care if it's 10 steps, take 10 steps beyond where you are. Do that. And you'll find after a while, and that's what happened. A quarter mile became a half mile became 3/4 of a mile, 3/4 of a mile became a mile, and a mile became 2, and 2 became 4. So when you're looking at these things, it wasn't just the amount of running I did, it was the amount of time I put into it. And so the time that I put into it was what gave you the results. So I'm saying, what is the time that you're putting into the thing? And I don't care what that thing is. If it's your business, if it's your writing, if it's your retirement, how much time are you putting into that thing? Are you studying that thing? Are you listening to other people who are experts in that? How much time, right? To get a 4-year degree, how much time do you have to put in? To earn a trade, to become a journeyman in a trade, how much time do you have to put in? Same as college, 4 years. But to become a master at a trade, what do you have to put in? You have to have 10 years of operating as a journeyman. So the difference between being a journeyman and a master is time on task. Let me just say, you want master results, but putting apprentice level time on it, helper level time on it, not even enrolled time on it. I'm just saying, that's where I am this morning. This is my rise and run. Listen, I'm getting back to it. This is about, I'll take you for a little bit so you see where I'm heading. But that's what it is. If you want it, get up, get after it. And the thing I learned is that I look out here, I see 70-year-old guys out here getting it. Because they've made the time to do so. So anything that you want that someone else has, you can have it. But you can't have it with any less investment than they put into it. Actually, you get some kind of benefit. Because in all reality, you get to learn from their failures. You get to learn from their lessons. There are people who are actually, learning how to run right. I learned from other people who are experienced runners. So, I'm just saying, that's where we are today. Have a great day, everybody. Get up. Go get it. Time is the measurement. And if you want to know the grade that you're getting for the thing that you want, how much time are you putting into it? If you're failing, you're putting in F-level time. If you're average, you're putting in average time. I'm just saying, maybe your time is equal to the measurement of your results. Great day on purpose, everybody.